Welcome to the Courage to Live podcast. My name is Josh Bitsko. I'm a retired police captain out of Las Vegas with 24 years of experience. Currently, I travel the country and I teach people about courage, leadership, and resilience. Today, we're going to talk about how belief in somebody is an important aspect of leadership. Sometimes the most powerful thing a leader can do isn't to give a speech. It's not to define the strategy. It's not to come up with solutions to all the problems. It's belief in your people. Because sometimes, a lot of times, there are moments that your people do not see their own potential. And in those moments, they can borrow yours. Because human nature is everybody doubts themselves from time to time. Even the most capable people will hit walls where they will question if they're good enough, if they're smart enough, or if they're even ready for the next challenge that comes ahead of them. And I think this is natural. It's human nature. I can be really good at something, but on a bad day, I worry that I'm not going to be able to get the job done. And that's true to jujitsu. I have good days and bad days. Doesn't matter how much I train. We all have our bad days. But leaders, they hold the mirror. So a great leader isn't just they don't just point out flaws. They also reflect people's strengths back to them that they can't see in themselves. And you might say, like, for me, I know you're ready for this. I've seen you handle more difficult situations. And I've seen people light up when you say that, especially if you are doing everything else that you need to do as a leader and you have earned the respect of the people that follow. Then you having that confidence in them can help them overcome difficult obstacles because it gives you're lending your confidence to them. And it's not false. This isn't false encouragement. It's not about empty praise or hyping somebody up. It's about truly in that moment believing that this person can do this hard thing. And you're lending them your faith in them until they can stand on their own 2 feet. And I've done that several times in my careers. And there's times that I didn't. And I let my own doubts and, weakness creep in and I would just do it for them. And you see the negative impact. Whereas people light up when you put faith in them, you can see they slowly diminish their face and their body language when they can tell that you don't believe in them in that moment. But I'll tell you this, when someone remembers that you believed in them before they believed in themselves, it can be a turning point in their lives. It teaches them that they are capable of more than just what their fear tells them. So for me, I'm not going to talk about a time I was a leader that I did that. I mentioned that already, but I had a time where I had a boss that built me up. So in Canine, there's a big step between, for at least in Las Vegas, where you're going out searching for bad guys. You're usually by yourself. Maybe you have a backup officer. Your dog will alert, meaning they'll get excited and bark and basically notify you there's a bad guy hiding somewhere. And that's the first job that really you learn in Canine. Those and building searches, sending your dog out to search in a building. The next step for us here is if you're going to get certified, go to SWAT school and start working with the SWAT team. And one of the first times that I did this, I was a new handler and, I'd started working on the back and meaning if somebody ran out of the back while the SWAT team was serving a search warrant at the front of a house or an apartment, and they run out the back, you deploy your dog. It's pretty simple. To transitioning to working the front. And I was having a lot of anxiety. I didn't think I was ready. I was making excuses. I want to train my dog more. And I had my canine sergeant's like, nope, listen, you can do this. I've seen you work. I've seen you work your dog. You have the training. You're capable. And I believe in you. And so I did it and was successful, made some mistakes, could have been better. But ultimately, after that, I just continued to grow to where that I didn't feel any anxiety about that anymore. It was now something that was normalized to me. And it was made a lot easier making that transition because I had a supervisor that believed in me in that moment. So leadership, it's not always about being the strongest in the room. It's about being strong enough to help other people and put your faith in them so they have that faith in themselves. Thank you for listening today. If you enjoyed the podcast, please share it with a friend or subscribe, leave a review, or all three of those things. And also, if you liked what you heard, my book, The Courage to Live, is out on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the review or the description of this episode. And I really appreciate you spending time with me today.